Okay, so it's been a move day. I'm hot, tired, and sweaty. But I got my new ClearSource water filter, and I thought I'd try a unboxing video. Came in a pretty formidable sized box. I think the shipping weight said something like 25 pounds, but it is all here. A box within a box. So, all right, so unboxing the box, we come with this gigantic box, utility knife for scale, 3 utility knives. Did come torn here, doesn't really matter to me. But opening up, looks like we have some kind of instructions, big filter wrench. Heavy duty packing material. I guess I'm supposed to talk the whole time. Oh! And then the 2 filter system. This is their exterior system, so it comes pre-fitted with hose fittings on either end. Their interior one goes inside of the rig. And then, before I go tearing it up, I want to make sure it's not open. The frame is a nice heavy duty metal. This is all metal. These are heavy plastic, it looks like. So that's that. Nothing else in the box other than more packing material, shipping material. Yep. Alrighty. There we go. That one came. Alright, so let's see what these filters look like. This whole thing's pretty heavy. This one, looking at their cheat sheet, I think is the 5 micron sediment filter.
5.0.
5.0. And then the next one will be their 0.5 micron sediment filter, which I will have to wrestle off in a minute to see. Lay it back on. Hopefully it centered itself. Alright. We get it hand tight. Give it a little snug because that other side is monkey wrench tight. There we go. Woo. I'm a weakling, and that was some work. Didn't help that I accidentally tightened it first, so I'm my own worst enemy. Alrighty. So this is the 0.5 micron filter. The replacements on their site seem to run, I forget, $10, $20. They were not frightfully expensive. I was real pleased to see that. And it does seem like, I'll show this, under here is a little inlet the center of this thing goes into. And if it doesn't line up, it doesn't twist up. So there we go. I'm going to give it a gentle snug, not crazy tight. Gentle snug on this one because I did loosen it. Not crazy tight. All right. The inlet end, I believe it is, came with a plastic plug.
It's kind of cool.
So, all right. I will hook up quick connects to both sides of this. We'll get it hooked up to our water system and we'll see how it does. Use a Disney popcorn bucket to fill up our Berkey water filter. And I'm curious, I have not hooked it up yet, the filter yet, so I want to see what the time is to fill a bucket with it, and then, or without it, and then fill a bucket with it. So I will turn the water to cold, turn the water on, and hit start. So I've been watching a lot of kids YouTuber games. I feel like I should be super excited. Like, we're totally filling the bucket and it's going to be so awesome and it's going to be fantastic. We're going to have fresh, clean water because we use our Berkey. And I don't know how those guys do it, so they really do deserve all of the insane YouTube money that they get. All right, so about 20 seconds to get it up to the full mark. All right, let's hook it up and then we'll go find out how much it takes to fill it without it. All right, let's dump into the Berkey. Berkey takes about 3.5 Disney buckets full. All right, so I did look at the instructions quickly, even though I am a guy and I don't normally do that. But all it says is really hook up the hoses on either side, flush water through it for about a minute, and then finish connecting it to the camper. So let's go do that.
So we have a short hose going to a water pressure gauge going to
Our house hose.
Our house hose, which goes here, and then it goes around and around and then up and into our camper.
So you don't want it. I know a very important step that I'm going to do first.
Oh. Wait, you have to pressure release it.
I know. I'm trying to figure out where to shoot the water.
Tighten it up.
So I think what I'm going to do here is I always run with a Y.
Why, Daddy?
Because we have many hoses. We have a black tank flush, we have a freshwater, and then we also use sometimes just a spray around the camp. So over here, we're going to come from the campground spigot down to my Y. I'm going to hook my Y up to this. I want my Y to be upward facing so I can see it. And then downstream to the water filter, I'm going to hook up my water pressure regulator from RV Water Filter store. I feel like I'm just like a walking advertisement with these videos.
You are.
I'm going to do this over here. And then I already have a quick connect on the downstream side of my watch regulator.
Yeah, great.
And that's what connects to my camper water system. So, in following the directions, I will turn water on. I'll let flush know I'm behind that.
Make sure this one's close
I
too.
will turn. Yes, it is not. All right. So we're going to turn water on, see where we have leaks. Hopefully we don't shoot water up into the air. All right, so you can hear it still. There we go. Good.
Lick it.
I think I'm going to wait that 1 minute.
It's dripping down here, so that's just
Yeah, it's just connecting. Plus, this connection needs retired.
Yeah, right.
We have new ones. Could possibly do that now. So I think when I pack this away, I will pack it away with the water pressure regulator connected, the Y and the white hose, and then setup will be just grabbing the whole thing, hooking the white hose up, and then hooking up my downstream hoses from there. Alright, I haven't been timing. I wonder if we've got to a minute yet. We'll use the magic of movie making and we'll pretend it's 10 minutes.
I don't think that's good. I don't know what that means, but it's gonna be good. That's what I'm saying. Give it off some more air.
Okay, so we got it all hooked up. So we have water in, we have our Y for a different hose for whatever we need, the 2 filters, water out, we've got our water pressure regulator, and then just kind of the important point. All right, so the first one was 20.75 seconds, so 21 seconds. I'm gonna reset it because the whole lab thing just confused me. So let's reset it, turn it to cold, and we're gonna hit start. Seems to be pretty good. Maybe a little bit slower, but I don't know. A little under halfway at 10 seconds. Yeah, it's getting there. And we filled right about to this line before. So let's... All right, so that was actually quicker with the filter in place. So it could be fluctuations in the campground system, but we definitely don't see a detriment to the water filter. So clean water, we're gonna dump it into our Berkey for clean drinking water. It might not be needed with this ClearSource.
Cleaner water.
Cleaner water. We are very finicky, very picky about our water, and we love our Berkey water filter. But I'm really excited about this water filter because it's going to give us nice, clean water for showering, brushing teeth, and cooking, which we don't always use the Berkey for. So, can't wait to use it. I'll update again in a week or two after we've used it and have been through the paces at a couple of campgrounds, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks, everybody. An update after a couple of months. A couple of weeks got past me and got by me. Time flies when you're having fun, and we full-time and travel and do a lot of stuff. But basically, the original setup that I did with the ClearSource RV Water Filter system of tapping into a Y here, having the filter and having the regulator out on the output end has all lived through. We do run a second hose off of here on a very regular basis, almost always. But other than some dirt, I really don't have any complaints about it. It's held up really well. It lives outside. It's exposed to elements all the time. Even moving it, we just disconnect either side. I leave the Y attached. I disconnect both hoses. Actually, I disconnect this hose here and this hose up here. I do take the regulator off that end out of concern of it getting jostled or bumped when it's in the truck bed, because that's where it lives on travel days. But yeah, I have no complaints. It's really held up well. Water pressure has been great. In using this, we're in the Central Florida area around Disney World, and anybody who has ever been here can attest that the water here is just horribly, horribly nasty. The taste is terrible, the smell is bad, and we've never had liquor problems with it. This filter has solved both of those problems. We do still run all of our water through our Berkey. We're very particular about our water. I think it's well worth the money. It's very well made. I think they like to liken themselves to the Yeti of water filters. I don't know about all that. I don't have a Yeti, but I can definitely say that while it is more expensive than other products on the market, I'm quite happy to have it. And I think it's a really good investment for regular RVers and anybody who really just doesn't have to worry about their drinking water in their system. So that's all I got. Thanks for following the video. The whole video got a little bit longer than I intended, but hopefully this is helpful for you. I know I like the system, and ask any questions that you might have. Thanks, everybody.